Top politicians and Prime Minister Narendra Modi's staunchest critics could face corruption charges just weeks before the country's general election. Delhi's Chief Minister Arvind Kejriwal was arrested on Thursday in an alleged corruption case. Local media reports say he'll appear in court Friday, where the charges against him will be made public. CNN's Vidika Sood joins me now from New Delhi. So, Vidika, take us through what these accusations could mean for the election.
Well, interesting times here in India indeed came. This arrest of the sitting Chief Minister of Delhi, Arvind Kejriwal, comes at a time when Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi's government and his political party, the Bharatiya Janata Party, face heavy criticism of cracking down on political opponents and critics, especially ahead of the general elections, which will begin in about 3 weeks from now. So that is the biggest criticism that the government is facing at this point, because the Enforcement Directorate, which is the federal financial crime investigating agency that interestingly comes under the Modi government, is the one that has arrested Arvind Kejriwal. They claim and they allege that there are corruption charges against the Delhi Chief Minister Kejriwal and some of his colleagues in the cabinet and within his party, charges that all of them within the Aam Aadmi Party have denied. Now, the allegation also is that Kejriwal and some of his colleagues allegedly took kickbacks from an alcohol licensing policy. Now, while Modi's party, the Bharatiya Janata Party, have come out and hailed the arrest of Arvind Kejriwal, saying, Lord's taking its own course, a lot of people, a lot of leaders from opposition parties have been coming out on X and other platforms, social media platforms, speaking to the media and talking about how the timing of the arrest of Arvind Kejriwal should be questioned, because he's one of the few relevant political figures really in India from the opposition parties that has been very vocal of his criticism of Modi and his government. Well, Arvind Kejriwal's party is a regional party. It is relatively new, it is small, but he's managed to stay in power in Delhi, and he's the leader of the state for 2 consecutive terms. Not only that, his party has also managed to wrest power in the state of Punjab recently. So a lot of critics, a lot of analysts see Arvind Kejriwal as a thorn in the government side, and they feel that this opportunity is being used by the government. It's an allegation a lot of these political parties are making. It's an attempt by the government to make sure that he's behind jail, when the elections are on. Now, in terms of Arvind Kejriwal's party, you had leaders coming out and saying that even if Arvind Kejriwal is in jail, we will fight the elections. We will make sure that this government continues in power. We are there, we are his lieutenants, and we will take this forward. A prominent Congress leader, Rahul Gandhi, has also come out and made a very strong statement against the Modi government. He has said, and I quote him here, a scared dictator wants to create a dead democracy. We're just weeks away from a very big election, the world's largest democratic process. But a lot of questions are once again being raised over the secular fabric and the democracy and the freedom of speech